Hey, good morning. It's day 31. I'm here with Renegade. We've packed up our stuff. Ed is already heading down the trail. It's about 7 o'clock, I think. And it's a beautiful morning. It was relatively warm last night compared to the freezing nights we've had for the last month. And as we get to lower elevation, we only have 5 miles to the trailhead, so it's kind of special. And our adventure is almost over. So, yeah, this is it. The trail is all downhill, and it's very dusty. There's been a lot of bikers already, and yeah, it's amazing, the biking community around here. I think if I lived here, I'd definitely get a bike. And you have to be in pretty good shape to bike up these mountains, because from here to the trailhead, it's all uphill. And then I guess you get your reward coming downhill the other way. But it's also often extremely rocky. And this is just a minor example of it. I'm at Goody's Rest. Goody is the woman who passed away several years ago, who created the Colorado Trail. And she apparently hiked it in its early days before there was any trail laid out. I'm looking at a cliff that I don't want to get any closer to. And beautiful sunny morning. But this woman is, it's pretty cool to have done all of this and created a beautiful trail for so many others, including myself, to enjoy. It's a wonderful, wonderful trail. There's scattered comments and far out about no camping being allowed within 5 miles of the trailhead. Caused us to camp at 5.1 at a nice spot, and it was convenient. And here's, frankly, the first no camping sign I've seen, and it's within about a mile of the trailhead. So, and whether that's referring to just no camping in this, what looks like a nice flat section, or no camping from here on out. But I think that someone posted a warning and far out saying it's not allowed for 5 miles. I'm wondering if they were incorrect. But no matter, I've only got a mile to go. Woohoo! I was forewarned there was an amazing sight ahead and hadn't anticipated this, but I guess this is it. Ford Maverick. Holy cow. And there's part of its tire. How you doing?
Trying to see from the top where you went off.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be a... Oh my gosh.
They even fix the roads, you know?
Hey there, this is a wrap up for day 31 on the Colorado Trail, as well as just the hike as a whole. If you can't tell, I'm back on Cape Cod. It's raining. It's been a terrible drought here in Cape Cod, but today we have some rain, which is good for the garden. But you know, it's of delayed filming of this wrap up. And truth be told, I didn't want my hike to end. I just loved it. Everything about it was fantastic. But I'm home now. I've lost 16 pounds, which is a lot for a month. I don't know what it is about old guys, but in particular this old guy, but I lose a ton of weight when I hike. And I didn't have much weight to lose, so a lot of my upper body strength has just disappeared. I look anemic and really wimpy in a bathing suit right now. So I've got to gain some weight back, got to do some more upper body exercising. But I still feel good, but I'm kind of emaciated. It's unbelievable how much weight I can lose. But yeah, so and just thinking about what an amazing experience it was. And first off, it was amazing because of the people that I met, the people I hiked with in the last couple of weeks. I hiked with Renegade, who's a great woman, a young woman who's going back to school. I hiked with Ed, who's a retiree like me, or semi-retired. I think even though he's older than me, he's still kind of more active in the workforce than I am. Hummingbird and others, some of my original crew that I hiked with, Cowboy and Papa and Fossil. You guys were great company. And Charlotte, I enjoyed your company quite a bit, and sorry to know that you got injured early on. But yeah, that was amazing. But it wasn't just the people I hiked with. The trail angels were great. When we got to Durango, we got a ride into town to a diner, which was recommended, and this very kind woman, Barbara, who was about to celebrate her 75th birthday, said, "When you're done breakfast, call me again and I'll drive you out to the airport so you can get your rental car." And which was like probably a half hour each way. So kind and generous of her to do such a thing. And so we got the rental car. It was a one-way rental. We stayed in Durango. We had dinner with good friends that we had met on the trail, and that was fun time too. And yeah, and then the next day, Jason, Jenny, Kevin, Kevin, who I had just met that morning, as well as Renegade, we all drove north to Denver. So that was a nice trip as well. And then after waiting around after about a 10-11 hour trip, I had to wait 4 or 5 hours for my midnight flight and flew back to Boston, whereupon I took a bus from Logan Airport home, and then my wife picked me up, which was nice. And then I launched back into yard projects to clean up the yard, which is kind of my second passion after hiking. But yeah, no, the people were amazing. The angels were amazing. The sights on the trail, just the scenery was stupendous. Sleeping at over 13,000 feet, seeing moose and bears and all sorts of beautiful wildlife, and hiking from 9,000 to 12,500 feet many times a day as we went up and down through passes. That was incredibly physically challenging, but I made it, and I'm in one piece, so that's all good news. So the challenge was 10-10 for me, especially in the Collegiate West, where it really maxed out my cardiovascular capacity. Finally, what I loved about it was just the escape. That's what I love about all hiking, is just being away, and your mind empties out, and you're just thinking about, where am I hiking today? What's the weather? What am I eating today? When am I going to resupply? And then looking forward to rest at the end of the day. And it's a wonderful experience. If you haven't done it, you got to give it a go, because it's just letting go of all the other millions of distractions that go on in regular life. And I'm retired, so back when I was working, it was 100 emails a day and 100 phone calls a day, and that kind of thing. So it's an escape from all of that, and it's a wonderful experience. So I hope to get back out there and do more hiking. So I'm already been thinking about what's next, and certainly the last big trail that I haven't done is the Continental Divide Trail. Ideally want to do that, and frankly the hike that I did in Colorado contributed to that, because most of what we hiked on overlapped with the Continental Divide Trail, so I knocked off a chunk of that. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully soon I'll be announcing plans for the CDT. But also other things, people that I hiked with, Hummingbird in particular, told me about hiking, and I think Renegade too, told me about hiking the Camino in both France and Portugal. So that sounded fascinating. I'd love to try doing that. And maybe my wife will come along since she won't have to hike. She could just drive her car, a rental car, from location to location. That'd be kind of fun if we could do that. So yeah, so that's the wrap up. The trail was amazing. The smiles per miles on the Colorado Trail exceeded any other trail I've been on. The certainly exceeded that of the PCT, which was amazing, and the AT, which was also amazing. But just the intensity of the climbs and the just being nonstop at a high elevation, whether it be over 14,000 feet and snowing on us, or seeing endless wildlife like moose and such was just crazy. And having the wits scared out of me on a regular basis because of the heights and the sheer drop-offs on many of the trails. So yeah, every day I was like, oh God, no, not again. But I did it, so I'm pleased with that. And we'll see what comes next. But thank you for watching, and looking forward to getting back out on the trail. Take care.